Hi everybody, it's me, Amber Randstrom with Amber Randstrom Counseling. You can find me at cozycommunication.com or email me at contact@cozycommunication.com. You can also follow me on my YouTube channel. And today I just wanted to talk a little bit about social media and our kids. I know that there's been a lot of, increased cutting or self-harm issues, suicidal issues, bullying issues, a lot of the things that a lot of our kids and teenagers are going through that us as parents definitely fear and are kind of at a loss of how to handle or what steps we take. I know the schools try to do a lot of preventative where they provide educational things or assemblies, or they offer, anonymous tips or help that children can kind of extend and reach out to. However, it still remains a huge problem. It is a big concern, and I, as a parent, understand. I have two, preteen and teenage boys. They're both in middle school, and middle school is a really tough age for kids. But what I try to do is definitely talk to my kids, do check-ins with them, ask them how things are going, ask them what's going on, kind of pay attention to any different behaviors they might be displaying, and ask a little bit more questions, dig deeper, because a lot of times I'll say, how was school? And I get the answer, fine, or what did you do? Nothing. So I kind of prod a little bit more as to what is going on there, ask about friends, social settings, if anybody's, picking on them or has made them feel uncomfortable, those type of things. And I do know that a lot of times children aren't, as upfront as we would like them to be or open about these kind of situations. But, as parents, just kind of trying to dig a little bit deeper and see if there are issues or signs that we can pick up on. Also, I do, my kids have access to YouTube and social media and Snapchat and Instagram and all of those wonderful things that kids love. However, I think those things can be very harmful as well, because that's where a lot of the bullying or, picking on each other is taking place, and it's now happening. You can spread information in 2 seconds versus when we were going to school and it took a lot longer because the technology wasn't there. So I often kind of randomly do checks on their cell phones, go through some of their stuff, and I'll let them know. I don't want them to think that I'm just digging in their stuff and prying through their things. So, they'll be present. I know their passwords and their codes to get into their phones. I allow them to have a little bit of freedom on social media, but I also want to do check-ins to make sure nothing is going on that I feel is inappropriate or maybe harmful to other children or my children. I definitely educate them on, people doing fake profiles, predators doing fake profiles, maybe posting pictures that they're somebody else. So never add somebody to your social media account that you don't personally know or have personally interacted with. I definitely give them that information because these are real situations that I think are occurring throughout our nation and that need to be addressed with kids, especially if they're going to have the responsibility of being on social media. Being educated about it before they are able to have access to it, I think, is very important. Open communication about what they're posting on. I know my kids will friend me as, on their Instagram, or my husband on their Snapchat and that kind of thing, so I can kind of see who their friends are, who's commenting on their posts, what they're posting, those type of things. So that's just a couple of tips that maybe can help start, parents being aware and opening this communication with their kids, and, being a little bit more forthcoming with the issues that are going on with our teenagers. It is a lot different than when we were growing up, and there are a lot more challenges that our children have to face, and we as parents are just trying to figure out and maneuver through it just like they are. But I think the more we communicate about it, the more we have, that conversation, and the more we are actively involved in monitoring these things, the more that we can maybe start helping and preventing some of these things from happening. If you have any further questions, go ahead and give me a call, or you can contact me. Again, that's contact@cozycommunication.com, or my number is 720-990-4308, and you can go to my website at cozycommunication.com. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next month.